Good morning dear students, welcome back to Science Online class. So dear students, I hope you all are absolutely fine and doing well at your home. Day by day we are learning new things and we are taking all the concepts together. So dear students, what is your work? Your work should be neat and clean as well as daily revision also. Otherwise throughout the year you are learning each and everything, but what will be the end of the day? You will forget everything. So it is necessary to revise all those things what we have learned in the last class. So dear students, in last class we have completed the chapter of fundamental unit of life. So which was the basic unit we have learned there? The basic unit of the life is cell. Is it? We have learned the components of cell, organelles of the cell, what are the works of the cell, how cell is survive. Now let's go for the next concept what we have to be cover. So dear students, when we are talking about the biology, it's a have very broad concept. Is it? So first basic unit we have learned in the last class. In today's class we are going to be consider the next concept of cell. If only one cell is there, then you are considered to be a cell. But our cell is made up of a group of cell. Is it? So if group of cell is there, then we have to be termed as a tissues. Okay? What you have to be termed? If one student is there, we are calling as only one student by his name. But if so many students are there in the class, so we are not going to addressing them only by the one name. So we are addressing them by students. In similar way, the group of the cell, if one cell is there, only cell. If the group of cell is the present in our body, we can called as a tissues, which is our next chapter. Okay, so dear students, the tissue concept is our next chapter. In this tissues we are going to learn about the animal and the plant tissues. Okay, what are the two things we are going to be considered here? That is the animal tissues and the plants tissues. So dear students, now let's discuss, or you can just take as a definition about the tissues. Tissues is nothing but the group of cells that have a similar structure and the function together as a unit. So in a simple definition you can say as tissues are the group of the cell that have a similar structure and the functions of unit as a unit. Okay, it functions as a unit, not as only one of the cell, but it is considered to be a unit. Okay, so in a non-living material called the intracellular matrix fills the spaces between the cell. This may be abundant in some tissues and minimal in others. So dear students, when we are define the concept of tissues, keep in your mind always this thing, this is nothing but the group of cell, like a family. Okay, so it is a group of cells where the functions of these cells are almost same. So this is nothing but the tissues. So let's discuss the tissues. So already we have discussed that it is a group of cells. So here tissues is a group of cells having similar structure and the function. In plants and the animals, group of cells called as a tissues carry out specific function. So dear students, in the plant the functions of tissues are different. In similar way, the animals tissues are different. Okay, so in the animals and the plants both we are going to be covered in 9th standard concept itself. Another concept are there which we are going to learn in the first year syllabus. Okay, so as per your syllabus only two things we have to cover here, that is about animal tissues and the plant tissues. For example, in human beings the cells of the muscular tissues contract and relax the help in movements. So dear students, in human beings or in a plants you can say, so varieties of cells are there. okay, or you can say group of cells which we are considered as the tissues. So in the human beings, our cells of the muscular tissues contract and the relax, the help in a movement. So how we can move our body? With the help of muscles. So how the muscles is made up of? It is made up of a group of cells which you consider as a tissues. In plants, the cell of the vascular tissues conducted water and the food from one part of the plant to the another part of the body of the plant. So dear students, have you heard about the xylem and the phloem? What are the work of the xylem and the phloem? Just recall it, okay. So these are the nothing but the cell tube itself. So what is the work of the cell tube? That in the plants, the cell of the vascular tissues conducted water and food from one part to the another part to the others. So these are some example we have considered about the tissues, how they are working in human beings. Another things are there in the blood, they have in our whole body, in the respiratory system. All the things are made up of tissues itself. So we have considered only 2 examples. Let us discuss one by one. So these are the types of muscles in the human body. What are the types of muscles? That is the smooth muscles, skeletal muscles and the cardiac muscles. Just recall that where you can get the smooth muscles. We can get the smooth muscles in a whole body. Skeletal muscles means it protects our bones. Cardiac muscles which protects our heart. So these are the some types of the muscles in the human body. In similar way, it is the plant. Okay, these are the plant tissues. So here this is the xylem and this is the phloem. What is the work of xylem? So the transportation of water from root to all the part is conducted by the xylem itself. Then what is the work of phloem? It is transporting the food of plant from one part to the another part. Okay, so these are the some example we have considered about the tissues. Okay, let us discuss what are the difference between the plant tissue and the animal tissues. Okay, so these are some difference we are going to discuss here. So in the plant tissues, they do not move from one place to the another place. Yes, it is a very simple thing you know about this, that plants, they cannot move from one place to the another place, but they can grow. Okay, they can grow but they can't move from one part to the one place to the another place. Then whereas animal tissues, they move from place to place and need more energy than plants. Okay, so animal tissues, they required more energy than the plants, and as well as they can move from one place to the another place. In the tissues consist of dead cells because they provide mechanical support and strength to the plants. So dear students, if sometimes the any part of the plants is already dead or decayed, but also they are going to be considered the part of the plants, keep with them. But whereas the animal tissues, what happened? The cells and the tissues in the animals are living cells. Okay, in the living cells, they don't have any dead cells. So the growth of plants takes place only in some reasons, like so dear students, what are those reasons? That is the stem of the part, leaves of the part. So that is the growing reason. Okay, so here we called as the meristematic tissues which divided the help in the growth. Okay, so dear students, when we are going to start the one by one the concept of tissues, so these are the tissues which helps to the growing of the plant in different reasons. Okay, reasons mean is an area, it is not any type of the reason, it is a reason, REGION, this is the reason, that is the area. So the growth of the plants takes place only in some organism, whereas the animal tissues, the growth of the animal is more uniform, have tissues called meristematic tissues which divided and help in the growth. Okay, so which part is going to be help us? That is the meristematic tissues which divide and help to the growth of the plant. Okay, they do not have a separate dividing and non-dividing cells. Okay, so if any part of the body is cutted down, it cannot be attached. Okay, it is highly impossible, and they do not have a separate dividing and non-dividing cells. Last point, that they have a permanent tissues which do not divide. So in the plant tissues they have a permanent tissues, whereas the animal tissues they have a similar cells summed together to form tissues, which in turn form organs which perform specific function. Okay, so in the animal tissues it is little bit difficult to understand the concept of the growing, because when we are consider about the plants, if you are cutting the plants they can grow their part of the plant, but in the animal tissues it is highly impossible. Only some of the reason you can observe here. So just recall where we can observe here: the growth of the hair, the growth of the nails in our hands. So these are the why it is possible, just because of the presence of the tissues in our body. So these are the some difference between the plant cell and the animal cell we have discussed today. So dear students, in the next class we are going to be consider some another aspects related to the tissues itself. Let's have a meet in the next class. Have a good day. Bye bye.